What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing and breaking down Superman and Lois Season 2, Episode 1. So the episode starts right where we left off in Season 1, with Clark, Lois, the boys, and John Henry looking at Natalie, as her arrival was, of course, last season's cliffhanger. And we knew from the start that this, would affect Lois a lot, as obviously Lois and John Henry were married on John Henry's Earth, and on Earth Prime, Lois lost a baby that she would have named Natalie. So this is really affecting her, as we also see in a flash forward that 3 months later that it's really still affecting her. So then we see Jonathan being concerned about his arm for football, and I'm really interested to see where that storyline goes this season. But yeah, Clark at the same time hears a sinking submarine, but then as he's flying over it and he's about to save all the people inside of it, he feels some intense head pain and he gets knocked unconscious into the ocean. But then Superman is able to control the pain and save the people in the submarine in a really cool scene where he actually lifts up the submarine out of water. I really hope we get more scenes like that, but it's also going to be interesting to see where Superman's head pain was coming from. I'm obviously recording this video before the episode actually ends, so what I'm thinking right now is that it could have something to do with those other Kryptonians we saw in the promo photos for this episode. Not exactly sure what their role might be. I'm also really interested to see, what's going to happen with Natalie and John Henry this season. Obviously, Natalie's probably going to have some type of storyline with Lois, but for John Henry, unless he becomes, Steel, like in the comics, and becomes, a well-known Superman ally or something like that, I really have no idea what his role could be this season. Obviously, last season, he had a fantastic role. He started out as the villain and then had his redemption arc, so yeah, I'm very interested to see where that goes this season. Anyways, then a random earthquake happens when Clark is at Lana and Kyle's, but they all sort of, just ignore it. I wonder if that also had something to do with these, well, presumably at least, these other Kryptonians. Then an even bigger earthquake happens, like a much bigger earthquake, and we see Smallville getting destroyed. But then Superman goes into a cave and sees the two Kryptonians were there, and they were presumably causing Superman's headaches. Not exactly sure what the storyline is about there, but we do know that they were not causing the earthquakes. They were not villains. They were saving people, just like Superman. And we find out that they were from General Lane's metahuman school that was, briefly talked about last season. And obviously this new Army General, well, I don't want to say that he's the Army General, I'm just going to assume that he's the Army General, and he was basically the one that was training them. Then at the end, after John Henry and Natalie basically move in with the Kents, we see someone in what seems to be like some kind of big robot suit digging very deep below the surface of Smallville. Now, I feel like somebody watching this video has to have an idea of who this could be. I could also just, be completely forgetting about someone, but make sure you guys comment below who you think this is. It sort of looked like John Henry's suit when I first saw it. But yeah, I'm interested to see who you guys think that could be. And I think it would also be really cool if they somehow brought back the original Lex Luthor out of the Phantom Zone. If you guys have seen the last episode of Supergirl, Lex Luthor was brought into the Phantom Zone. So maybe there's an episode where Superman goes into the Phantom Zone for whatever reason, and he comes across Lex, like the original Lex Luthor. I think that would be so cool because he's he's the most famous Superman villain. So I think it would be really cool if they somehow got him back for an episode. I feel like he could be like a good Reverse Flash type character on Superman and Lois, sort of like that villain that's like the biggest villain the heroes ever faced, but he only appears like every once in a while. I think he'd be be the perfect character in that situation. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on the episode. What did you guys think of it? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.